How do I stay encouraged after years of praying for marital settlement to no avail? Well, not to sound cliche, but when you have a desire in your heart that you have been praying for no matter how long, and it looks like that prayer has not been answered, you must understand that God is still working on many other things that don't seem to be on a standstill, like that prayer request that you're praying for. So, the best way to walk with God, even in a season where it feels like there's a specific area of your life that is not moving at the pace that you expected it to be, is to ask the Holy Spirit to put your focus where His focus is. Because if you put your focus where God has put a pause on, for whatever reason, whether it's because He's working on the man or He's still working on you, whatever the case is, right? And God is not saying this is something that is going to happen now. If you put your focus there, it can only equate to frustration. To avoid feeling frustration in your waiting season for anything, you're waiting for a child, waiting for marriage, waiting for a job, whatever the case is, you have to then intentionally say, Holy Spirit, what has the Holy Spirit been? That's why you need a relationship with the Holy Spirit. That's your baseline. That relationship with the Holy Spirit is how you begin to discern. The Holy Spirit has actually been asking me to study the book of the Holy Spirit has been asking me to focus a lot on evangelism. The Holy Spirit has been asking me to grow more in my intercession. That is His focus. He will not change His focus to your focus. That's not how it goes. Don't forget, like I said on Monday or Tuesday, Jesus is Lord over your life. He does not, to bend to your will makes you Lord. So instead, by His Spirit, He helps you to come to His will through alignment. He doesn't change his focus for your sake. He doesn't. So there is a focus of the Holy Spirit right now in your life. There's a project the Holy Spirit is currently working on right now in your life. What is that project? Give yourself to it. You might say, Lady Anne, giving myself to it doesn't mean I still don't have the desire for marriage. No, it does not eliminate the desire for marriage, but it helps you to put your desires under control. Your desires will not be under control when you feed it with focus. Desires that are fed with focus will become addictive. They will become idolatry. And it can only lead to consistent disappointment. It would affect your relationship with God. Whereas there are other things that God is focusing on and He's just saying, I'm waiting for you to finally submit. So you must surrender that thing to God and say, okay, it doesn't look like it's working here. It doesn't mean I don't have belief for it anymore. But what is the Holy Spirit focusing on? Right now, Holy Spirit, in my life, what is your current focus? Give yourself to it consistently, and you watch the Holy Spirit puts you on a different path. And when this other thing you've been waiting for, when it happens, it will happen in a way that you when did this man come into my life? It's because for once in the first 5 years, in the last 5 years, for once in the last 6 years, you finally stopped focusing so much on that thing. Okay? Sometimes that is how God rids us from idolatry. I'm not saying that's your case, but sometimes a desire could have become like an idol in our hearts.